Welcome to I'd Play That for $1 from the World 1-1 Podcast Network. I am your host, Larry the Bearded Wonder. Joining me this evening are my friends Todd Oxtra.
Hello.
Kathleen Jansen.
Hello.
And Chris John.
Ohio.
Todd, do we know people in Ohio?
Corey.
We do know people in Ohio. Cool, we're covered. So this is World 1-1 Podcast's newest budget gaming podcast where we find a game that's in our library that we got a hold of for $1 or less, and we give you a quick couple-minute breakdown and let you know if I'd play that for $1. So let's jump in this week, and we'll start with Chris. What you got this week that you played for $1 or less?
Well, this week I got the opportunity or missed opportunity, I don't know, to play Bloodborne.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's this Souls-like game by the Souls people. It's on the PlayStation 4 and 5. I played on the 5. I got it from the PlayStation Plus collection. So again, you need to have your PlayStation subscription, Plus subscription, and you can get this game for free and keep it for as long as you have your subscription. So it is I guess it's a very critically acclaimed. People are clamoring for this to either be remade or a sequel or whatnot. And I didn't like this game.
Not your wheelhouse?
Not my wheel. I mean, I have to say this game was. I was trying to find out what it was that people really liked about this game. I couldn't get it. Because the game first off is I thought looked hideous. It was not a. Maybe that's the point of the game. I don't know. I mean, I'd love for someone to explain to me why this game is as good as everyone claims it is. But I will not play this for $1. I'm sorry. This is the shortest review ever.
Oh, wow. That's a bold choice.
People convince me otherwise, but until then, no, I'm not. I've already deleted this from my system, just to be clear. So
just to be safe, so it can't possibly sneak
back.
Now that they heard you, they're going to try to re-download the game itself, and they're going to come through your screen and kill you. Sorry, Chris. It's like the curse.
Yeah. That's all good.
I will say to the art style, my understanding is that it's very fitting for like the motif of the game, which is basically, bleak pain and suffering.
It's a rotting world. Yeah.
I guess.
Right.
But
so I mean, when that's not your thing, and I can totally understand that.
Like I just felt like everything kind of bled in together, so you couldn't see where things were, and of course then they had the fog and all that junk too. It's like, all right, cool. I can't see shit. Everything looks like shit. So, well, here we go. Try to play this game.
Wow. I think we've got our first controversy.
Yeah.
I beat the first level, Chris.
Yeah.
And then I stopped playing the game because I'm like, I will never do anything better in that game than that.
like there was a game that came out recently, Mortal Shell, that also is very drab looking, but it still kind of had a little bit of their color palettes were a little bit wider than the gray and brown that I saw in this. So, you could do a little bit better. I'm saying so. Be that as it may.
Right.
That's my review. You can take it away. Whoever else wants to go.
Hey, you know what? That is perfectly valid. Kathy, what you got this week? What'd you play?
So another game I got free on the Epic Games Store, and you will remember this one, Larry.
Oh.
The Witness.
Yes!
Oh.
I have fond memories of The Witness with you.
So, Larry recommended it to me when I first met him because I was looking for more game, and Larry has not steered me wrong yet. But this game popped up on the Epic Games Store for free, and I was like, all right, I'm going to pick it up like I do with every Epic Game Store that's free, and every game that's free on. I have such an extensive library of games. But I remember this because I picked it up, and Larry and I actually I streamed myself playing it, and he was sitting there helping me run through it. So highly recommend if you can get it for free. I don't know if I'd pay the full price for it, but it was fun. I love puzzle games, and this was just really, I like the way the puzzles were. They were frustrating though at sometimes, almost to the point where I wanted to quit, and it did get to a point where I'm like, let me just finish this. Let me find a walkthrough so I can just kind of cheat my way through. Larry tried very hard to keep me from doing that. It was very tough to not Google search the answers. But and then of course the surprise of how the game can be beaten real easily. That kind of pissed me off.
Really?
It totally pulls a mist.
It's
There's
like,
a missed game ending thing in there where if you know what you're doing.
I don't want to spoil it. I don't want to spoil it but it did piss me off. But I do want to go back and play because there's a lot of puzzles we didn't get to, and a lot of areas I don't think I explored thoroughly enough. So it definitely has replay value. Again, if you like puzzle games, it's not for everybody, and it's a very peaceful world. It's very serene. It's not like a lot of action or anything like that. You're just going through puzzle to puzzle to unlock the next area. So, but I definitely recommend picking it up. I did look on Steam. You can buy a bundle with Braid, so you can get both games for roughly I think $45, and the Witness itself is $40. So you can definitely get, and Braid I've seen gameplay of, and I kind of want to pick it up, but I'm not buying the
Braid
Witness
is very
again.
good.
But yeah, definitely would play it for $1. I would definitely. I'm glad I got it for free, and I'm glad I got a chance to play it.
Good. I would say the bundle makes sense since they're both games by Jonathan Blow.
Mm-hmm.
So
that would be my recommendation if you want to play The Witness. Get both games. Don't pay the full price just for one. I mean,
So
now I will toss out there real quick. If I recall correctly, there's a mobile version of The Witness on Apple only, and I think it's like $10 on Apple for the iPhone.
I think so. I think I saw that.
So that's an option too.
The real question,
yes, it is $10.
Less expensive option.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that is
the real question is, did the game blow you away? Because it's by Jonathan Blow. Sorry.
You thought mine were bad, Kathy.
It's less funny when I have to explain it.
No, I knew where you were going with it, and I was just trying to decide how I was going to answer, and I just am not.
You're just ignoring it, which is the appropriate course of action.
Never mind. No, we're just going to stop. I'm going to stop right there.
I will say,
into trouble.
as I recall going through this with you, or side by side with you, I do believe there were a couple of moments that did kind of have the whole mind blow thing. And if I remember correctly, there's a few things that collectively you and I never got to together that I know I did that were really cool, that totally just kind of floored me.
Yeah, no, see, I do feel like I missed a lot. Like, I feel like I got through maybe half of the content, because then it got to a point where we were just like, we're done. And so we got to the end game. So I do know that there's a lot I missed, because I know there were areas I was looking forward to getting to and we never got to.
Mm-hmm.
So, but that's why I kind of want to go back and play it again. I just haven't found the time because other stuff has kind of
happened.
Like something called Metroid came out, kind of had to play that, and I'm kind of stuck on another game that will be on my list in the upcoming episodes.
So
that you will make fun of me for, Larry, but I don't care. I like the game, and I am not afraid to admit it.
But in summation, you would play it for $1?
Oh, hell yeah. I would even pick it up for the $10 on the App Store. So
I really do wish I had a portable version of that. Like, I wish that the mobile version had made its way to Android, which it hasn't, and or I'm still heartbroken that Witness or Braid hasn't made its way over to Switch either, which kind of flummoxes me.
It would be really, I think the Switch would be a perfect game, like system for it, because you could easily use the, even as a handheld, especially, you could use the touch screen to do some of those puzzles.
Oh yeah. So, but well, let's see here. This week, I have been playing a game called, what is it, Energy Infinite, I believe, or Infinite Energy. Do I have it backwards? I think it's Energy Infinite. It was a mobile game that I picked up as a freebie on on Android. And it's a real simple kind of line puzzle game where it's just it presents you with a screen of kind of turned and twisted line pieces that you'll sit there and rotate and try and get your current running from the orb to the light bulb type deal. But in the process, once you complete it, it's not just, figure out the puzzle, but it's also, you kind of get the pretty design and just the very low key chill background and background music. It kind of falls under that heading of Zen game puzzle, which, there's Zen games and then there's Zen game puzzle games, which not quite the same thing. One will just kind of let you zombie out. The other will engage your brain, but very gently. And I tend to prefer the latter, but I'm not knocking the former. The free version, the in-game ads they're not gratuitous, but they are definitely there. They are not infrequent, but I feel like they at least hit the middle ground where it's not quite offensive for free. And I managed to put a good handful of hours into it, and I didn't spring a penny for an ad-free version. Though, truth be told, I wouldn't feel bad about throwing like $2 or $3 at it to knock the ads out and be able to go back to it without the ads every now and then, for a few minutes before bed at night too is kind of a great place for that. Or honestly, the reverse, in the first thing in the morning when you're kind of waking up, some gentle mental stimulation to kind of get the neurons firing without being super abrasive is kind of a nice thing. So, and this fits the bill for that very nicely. So, that said, for Energy Infinite, I would definitely play that for $1.
Ooh, very nice.
So
I was trying to. I looked up Infinite Energy. I was like, "What is this game called again? Energy Infinite?"
Yeah, Energy Infinite. I'm gonna double check and make sure I got it right.
Because everything else looks like it's like an energy company.
I believe
Like,
that
what
too.
is this? Okay.
Where did it go on my phone here? I gotta find this now. Maybe it was Infinite Energy. It's vanished off my phone. This perturbs me now.
Did you actually
where it
play it,
went.
Larry? That's the good question. I'm looking up this game and it doesn't even exist. It's all energy companies.
Now I gotta find it in my library here. What the heck?
You're not.
Let's
It's
see
not
here.
Infinity Loop Energy, is it?
Maybe?
Is it an energy drink?
No, definitely not.
Got to start the podcast over.
Right. I don't know. I swear they redid something recently with
There's
the
Infinity
Android
Loop.
OS, and it's not Infinity Loop. I swear this is. Where did it go?
Maybe they got rid of it.
It's Energy Anti-Stress Loops, which is not what it was called when I downloaded it, and that's why I couldn't find it. No, it literally was called, when I downloaded it, it was Energy Infinite, and now it's Energy Anti-Stress Loops on the App Store.
Okay.
That on the Play Store. That
Wow.
explains why it wasn't showing where I was looking for it.
Looks like
'Cause
Infinite
apparently
Loop,
they
though.
put out an.
Yeah, it does look
Yeah,
like
kinda.
Infinite Loop.
But no, I liked it. It's a nice little time sink, and it's a nice little warm up for the brain first thing in the morning. So for free, not a bad way to go. And honestly, I think the ads on the free version are spaced just nicely enough that it kind of serves as, it's like, okay, I've played 2 or 3 puzzles. It's now throwing an ad at me. I should be good to go. It's time to get out of bed, and your brain is starting to fire, which is kind of nice. So it's almost like a built-in, here's where you need to stop and now be productive. We've got you warmed up. So,
Nice.
So I believe we've made the round across
We have not,
around the
Larry.
table.
No, you
right.
did,
What did I
Larry.
screw up? God damn it.
Guess you were saving the best for last or the
I got
worst.
so
I don't know
stuck
which.
trying to find the damn thing. How did I do this? Ah!
Next time we'll just pre-select the round robin.
Right.
I think I've solved that mystery.
My brain got so fried trying to find a missing game.
No worries. But I will talk about my game, which is Solitaire.
Give me.
So this game was an Epic game as well. So it was freebie back in December. But it's also $4 on mobile, which is pretty cool. I couldn't find this on console though. So, but this game is pretty cool. And it's only on the App Store. I don't know on Android if it's a free to play game. So don't know. Couldn't tell. Google doesn't give you a good idea up front from the web because I don't have an Android device at this point. But it's Solitaire. Wowie wow. This is by Righteous Hammer Games. And this is basically taking the game of Solitaire, but making it a roguelike card game with RPG elements. So think of Slay the Spire, but you're playing Solitaire.
I'm looking at it and it has my attention because God, I love Slay.
Oh, this game is pleasing because it's simple, something simple like Solitaire, but it has these, special power-ups and things you can do that make it very fun. The name of the bosses are just ridiculous. I mean, just stupid, like Ugly Snail Man is like the name of the boss. I just made that up. But that's similar to what they do. Is they just use goofy names. It's nothing. It's fun. The art style is very pleasing, and the gameplay is very fun. The combat upgrades are easy to get, and like I said, because it's a $10 game on Epic if you want to get it there, or Steam. They don't. I could see where they could kill you with like the energy upgrades and things like that if it was a free-to-play game. So I don't know if it would be that as fun with those elements baked in, but for a free game, like I got it for free through the Epic Game Store. Wow, I was just really enjoying it. And for $4, on mobile, would I pay $4? Maybe, but $1, yes.
All right.
How did I miss this one? Oh,
yeah,
my
I'm having
God.
the same feeling here because I'm looking at this going, this looks pretty cool. Like, as much as I like Slay the Spire, this is 100% up my alley.
I must have missed it when it was out because I don't have it in my
Same.
library. Oh,
It was like a December. I think it was part of like the Epic Christmas timing framey. Like,
yeah, you know what? I bet
thing?
you I
Yeah.
was. I bet you I wasn't even on the computer. There were a couple of weeks where I didn't log in. So, this looks good.
Right?
A roguelike
made-
and a card game. Ooh.
Yeah. But it's Solitaire, Chris. Come on.
I know.
Even your grandma liked Solitaire.
This is how you get your grandma into roguelikes.
Exactly. Gonna play some Spider Solitaire? Oh wait, there's real spiders in this game.
Yeah.
Right? I think for full price, I might be okay picking this up, truthfully. Like, I've definitely paid
It'd be a
more
good
for
mobile
worse.
game too. Yeah, it'd be a good
Yeah.
mobile game too. Yeah.
So, well, nice. I'm happy that you called me on my screw up here because I'd have been sad if I did not hear about this.
And it's still Solitaire, Chris. Or Larry, they didn't change the name.
Right. Disappearing games and changing names.
Mm.
Well, I do believe now we have officially closed the infinite energy loop of reviews. So that said, I want to say thank you to my friends for coming and hanging out with me this week. Thank you to Kathy and Chris and Todd. And thank you to everybody that tuned in and listened this week. And we'll be back next week with more I'd Play That for $1 here on the World 1-1 Podcast Network. Press start to engage your mind. Peace.
Bye.
Bye.